The case against AV is insane. I read a couple of cases against AV, and every single argument they make is a different way of phrasing it's too complicated, so then therefore we shouldn't do it. Oh yes, let's take an opportunity for a much better functioning democracy and throw it away because it's more difficult to understand. Secondly, why do people have to understand it? All they have to do is, rank their favourite parties best to worst. You don't have to understand alternative voting to participate in it. And number 3, is it that hard to understand? All it needs is like a 2-minute YouTube video can explain to you how alternative voting works, In 2012, Britain received an opportunity that most countries, democratic or not, will never ever receive. All it takes is one country to adopt alternative voting, and then a bunch more countries are going to get inspired to adopt it. Despite that, we missed it. Listen, I don't know what country you're from, but if you ever get an opportunity that comes once in the world per few decades, if that, then don't you dare miss it again. As an anarchist, I also wonder if alternative voting can bring us closer to anarchism. By the way, if you don't care about anarchy or anarchism, you can stop watching now. But as an anarchist, I do wonder, if the state didn't exist, the people would have to collectively run the society and community themselves, And that's a long way off. It is going to take multiple centuries to convince people to care about politics enough that they're willing to do more than just vote, that they're actually willing to participate in the meetings. And alternative voting forces you to think about politics a tiny bit more than you would, only a tiny bit more than you would, in a first-past-the-post system. And of course, because the long-term goal over like 500 years is to get people to think about politics enough that they can just do it themselves and they don't need a state, maybe alternative voting is simply one step on a hike towards anarchy.